Good afternoon. It's been a very interesting journey for 2 days, right? How many new people have you met over the past 2 days? If you met more than 5 new people, raise your hand. Down. If you met 4 new people, raise your hand. 4. More than 5, right? Less than 5? Okay, less than 4? Less than 3? If you haven't met any person new, raise your hand. You haven't met any person new. She's an introvert. That's a wrong answer. Knowing Tahani, she's not an introvert at all, whatsoever, by any scale. Anyway, this is the closing ceremony, and I'm joined today by my co-chair, Mohammed Khalil, Elizabeth Arigoni, and May Magdi, organizing committee members. Before we crack on the survey to collect your feedback, would like to have an informal chat with you guys just to inform our decision for the next year and inform our planning of ILACE 2023 and to address your needs and to speak more to your needs. Would like to have this informal chat first, then we'll start collecting your feedback through the QR code and the link you can see on the screen. Tell us about one thing you learned from the ILACE over the past 2 days and you're definitely taken away to your classroom. Do we have portable microphones around? Yes.
So accuracy more than fluency. This is something I've been working on. Yeah, so I'm going to shift it, more than fluency. Yep. Besides fluency, sure, but accuracy more.
That's really interesting. The accuracy versus fluency is an ongoing debate. You know that. Is it accuracy? Is it fluency? What comes first? What's more important? And I think we agreed now that it's always a balance between both of them. It's a balance between accuracy and fluency, and the priority is really decided based on the type of activity, the existing knowledge of your students, the learning outcome of the lesson. There are some factors you need to take into account before you decide where do you put your focus today, fluency or accuracy. In her situation, it seems to me that she's been focusing on fluency, then she realized, I might have focused on fluency too much, and it's time now to give some attention to accuracy. And to be honest, if you're taking IELTS speaking test, for example, and you're fluent, but you're not accurate, your score will be slashed down a lot, right? So fluency without accuracy is nothing. Accuracy without fluency is nothing. What's the point of keeping talking, without pausing, without hesitations? Ideas keep coming in, flowing, but you have massive grammatical mistakes. And you cannot really use the right words. And you cannot really decide on the right grammar form. What's the point of this? You're still incomprehensible, right? And what's the point of choosing the right words, following the right grammatical rules, but you keep pausing every 2 or 3 seconds? You're still also incomprehensible. I was in a business sitting with somebody from the youth community This person is a graduate of an international university, right? She's got a very strong English, brilliant English, but she doesn't have pronunciation accuracy. There is still accuracy in pronunciation. And this means your vowels are accurate, your consonants are accurate, your word stress and sentence stress are accurate. So there is accuracy involved in pronunciation as well. And she kept talking. She's fluent, she's brilliant, she's a very good speaker. But the surprise is she's not always comprehensible. I couldn't understand her across the board. For example, she kept talking about an organization that has the sound k, right? Let's suppose that the organization name is ACT. And she kept minimizing the k. So it kept coming across as at. And I was like, what she's talking about? What's at? It's act. I know you've got desire to sound cute and lovely and fluffy, but you're incomprehensible. People can't follow you. Thank you very much. That's an interesting question. That's an interesting point. Thank you. What else?
I became sure that it's a process more than a product.
Sorry?
Process more than a product.
Yes. I love that. It's the process, it's the journey. It's not the destination. It's not the product. It's not the final thing. So when we train teachers, when we teach lessons to students, it's the set of skills and the range of skills they keep developing and gaining from the beginning till the end. That's what really matters. It's not this end point, right? So take writing, for example. If you want to teach them how to write, it's not really the text they produce at the end, it's their understanding and their competence in differentiating, for example, between different writing genres. What's the right tone for a specific audience? How far they're able to use punctuation marks? How far they can link their ideas together in a logical way? Does the text flow? Is it coherent? Or just a number of scattered sentences here and there? It's the process, definitely not the product. The product is still important, but it comes second after process. Thanks, brilliant.
I have decided after the end of COVID-19 era, I'll use online assessment parallel with face-to-face assessment.
Thanks. Another interesting point. We hate COVID, right? There is one common thing in this room. We hate COVID. And perhaps there is another common thing. We all got infected at some point. At some point, we all got the virus into our systems. You haven't had it yet? Yeah, some people had it 4 times, and some men think they haven't had it. You haven't had it at all, and you have evidence for that. Okay, good for you. But the thing that there is something we benefited because of COVID, is that we all developed our digital skills. Before COVID, Zoom was a kind of rocket science. After COVID, it's a piece of cake. I can set up online lessons. I can deliver remote teaching just like that. in the seat of comfort in my bedroom. So the thing is, we are back to face, we're back to almost normal reality, normal world, but we do not want to lose the skills we have developed over the past 2 years. It's a skills, it's something we gained. It's something that's added to our reservoir of skills, and we need to keep expanding this, and we need to keep growing this. We don't want to lose the digital skills. Before COVID, we had really difficult time convincing teachers to integrate ICT, and there was a training module on integrating ICT. Please integrate ICT in your teaching. Please, please think about technology, please. Now, after COVID, it goes without saying. Now, it's a part of the system. So in each cloud, there is always a silver lining, right? Cool, thanks. Yes, please.
By the end of this conference, I have learned that not only our learning, which we need to change to be active, but also assessment should be alternative.
Assessment should be?
Alternative.
Alternative.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. What do you mean exactly?
We should change our way of assessment to be modified according to our teaching through active way, like
Yes.
games, like so on.
I agree, yes,
Okay.
of course. We teach different people, learn differently, people think differently, and it makes a lot of sense that we also assess them differently,
Yeah.
right? Sometimes through quizzes, sometimes through
Games,
games, sometimes through observations and discussions, and you can keep adding.
comic books.
Of course, you can keep adding to the list, but people are different, and you have to assess them differently. Shall we take the feedback first? Then you can take over the floor. Okay, please.
Okay, after COVID, I'm so sorry. After the conference, I learned a lot of things, and I got so many things confirmed that were in my head. I learned that hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. I learned that whatever your age and whatever background you came from, it doesn't really matter as long as you put the effort and as long as you believe in yourself and you work on yourself and you have a hopeful mindset, you can go beyond a lot of things and you can see yourself in places that you never thought of being in before. I also learned that being optimistic and being smiley and lively it's actually an accessory to have. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful to be lively and to be optimistic, to be positive and to try and to say, to pat yourself on your shoulder and say, it's okay. If I mess up, I can go and I can do things again. I can try. As long as I'm breathing, it's okay and there's a chance. Thank you.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And I have a friend who always tells me, tomorrow is another day, and let's try again. It's another opportunity. It's another chance. God is giving you another chance. So tomorrow is another day, and let's try again.
Sorry.
Please.
Of course, I'll tell them about this wonderful and outstanding experience I had here. The many people I met, the many opinions and ideas, points of view, this exchanging ideas. All the time I tell my students that one is never too old to learn, and all the time they have to work on their skills and their experience and try not to miss any chance giving them a new skill or a new experience. This is very important for their personality, away from education. I'm talking about personality and the way they build themselves. This is very important, away from being or having scores, high scores or whatever. So it's a good experience, and of course I'll tell them about the many people, the wonderful people I met here. It's something good, wonderful. Thank you so much.
We always advise teachers to join the party. Find a party and join it. And by a party, I mean a community of practice. Find a community of practice and join it. Don't be a loner. Don't stay on your island and expect you can survive on your own. So be a part of a tribe, find a community of practice, join the party, share your experiences, and share your failures. There is a company. عارفة أنا معطلك. حاضر والله. بقالي كتير ما شفتهمش. There is a company. I'm not going to say the company. It's a business, okay? It's not based in Egypt, but they invented a way of incentives, a way of motivation called tree. This motivation system called the tree. If you fulfill the tree system, you'll get a reward. What's the tree? Tree is for transfer. Are you able to transfer your skills and experience? Tick. R for rewarding. Is your existing experience rewarding to the organization and to your teams? E is for experience. You share your experience. The other E is for experience in terms of failure. Do you share your failure? Do you come and talk openly about your unsuccessful days with experience? It's as important as talking about your success stories as well. It's important to share your concerns. It's important to share your worries and the failures, as important as you share your achievements and celebrations and all of the. Yes, because this is how we grow. This is how we learn. I'll stop here. Muhammad is really keen on saying something.
Hello guys, how are you doing? I just want to ask you to take, through the QR code to do the survey. And that will take about 5 minutes we really need to know your feedback, and we really need to acknowledge the efforts of the sponsors, Amid East, and the other sponsor is English Score. So a big thank you goes to the sponsors of the conference. And please, we want you just in 5 minutes to switch on your cameras on your phone and just try to get the code from the QR code, and please take the survey. It takes only 5 minutes. Your opinion really matters to the organizing committee. Does it work with everyone? If you can get closer, please. Five minutes for the survey. So the QR code. We would like to know suggestions about the topics that you would like to propose for the conference. for the coming conference, what topics would you like the coming conference to be in the future, in 2023? What did you dislike or your comments on the conference? Suggestions and recommendations. Four more minutes, please. 4 minutes left, please. Two more minutes, 2 minutes left. It's quite amazing to find teachers providing assessment on assessment, feedback on assessment. هتعرض دلوقتي؟
بس بعد ما يعني نقدر كده كم واحد قاعدين.
200. خلاص. How many of you are done? Okay. Thank you. This is just a gentle reminder of the coming ELT conference, which is the most important ELT event in the Middle East. I'm not exaggerating. The biggest ELT organization, Nile TESOL, running for 25 years. The date of the conference will be, so please mark your calendar, the 23rd and 24th of January, 2023. Sorry? Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, 23rd and 24th of January. We will have Nile TESOL. Actually, when I traveled to Liverpool representing Egypt in IATEFL, as a Nile TESOL president by that time, I met about 50 or 60 presidents of different ELT associations around the world. And they were kind of impressed when I told them we have 7,000 members in Nile TESOL. I remember Brazil having 300, Switzerland 200, and they told me, what about you, Egypt? 7,000. And they said, what? This is an island. I said, yes. The ELT organization, Nile TESOL, were the biggest in the Middle East. So, before we wind up the conference, we would like to show you the results of your assessment about the conference of assessment. Okay, your feedback from the survey. Okay.
Okay, can I say one quick, I would like to say two quick things. How many of you are members of Nile TESOL? Okay, how many of you are not members but would like to be? Okay, so this is very easy. You can go to the website, niletesol.org, and become a member. It's absolutely free. You will get announcements about professional development events and other opportunities, so you can't lose by becoming a member.
And scholarships.
And scholarships as well, yeah.
Please go to the website, niletesol.org. Become a member. It takes about 1 minute. Write your name, your email address, so that you get emails every now and then about events, free of charge, and of course scholarships. About FELT.
To be active members.
Yes, for active members. By the way, we've got a Facebook page. It's Nile TESOL, one word with no space. Nile TESOL. Yes. It's not working. Okay, that's good news. It's very embarrassing. We're the biggest organization. The website is down, sir. Not very big, you know. Okay.
Thanks very much for 174 responses. That's a good number. Thank you very much. And we're displaying the results in a minute. We're going to see the results of the survey. هو بيعمل حاجة جوه. Thank you. Thank you very much. So you can see now the results of the survey, the feedback survey, and you can see on the first question, what is your overall evaluation? So excellent for the conference venue, excellent and very good are the biggest, or the highest results for diversity of topics. Excellent and very good are the top results for the speakers, the delivery. Excellent and very good as the survey results for exhibition area. Not sure I can see the rest of. Zoom out, right. I'll try my best. Yes, I got it. Yep. And for the conference program schedule, again, the highest results are excellent and very good. And the overall conference experience, it's excellent and very good. For the second question, how did you hear about the conference? I think the majority is AUC, social media, or a friend. Facebook, Dr. Mohammed Khalil. Mohammed Khalil Musa. Doctor. That's nice. On question 3, what is or are the session or the sessions you like the most? Let's see, let's have a look. Alternative assessment in the 21st century, developing assessment and motivation and motivating learners in a virtual environment, empowering teachers to identify different types of assessment we've talked about. Minna. Mina. I'm gonna tell her about her new Egyptian name, Minna. خلاص بقت منا. نرمين نصر, أندرو غالي, إيمان الدفراوي, إيمان بخيت. يعني we would have appreciated it more if you mentioned the theme, but shout out to Nermeen Nasr, Andrew Ghali, Iman al-Dafrawi, and Iman Bakhit. Well done, guys, on whatever you delivered. Authentic assessment, online assessment, grammar-based games, scenario-based assessment, project-based learning, excellent. That's cool. About the comics, nice. And so on, okay. On yeah, games and comics. Yeah. On question 4, what topics would you like the conference to cover in the future? Perhaps this is really essential to know. IE, I think IA. IE, what's IE? AI. Games again. How to deal with speaking task in classrooms, alternative assessment, improving teachers' teaching ability, using new strategies and games for evaluation. So games is coming up again. Assessing mixed ability. Nice. More focus on speaking. That's nice. There is a range. Question 5, what did you dislike about the conference? That's also essential to know. Nothing. Mohammed Khalil Musa. How much do you take to put that in the survey today? Time was not enough. It's always not enough, I agree. Many sessions are at the same time. I wanted to attend both. Okay. We'll take this into account next time. No map for the conference venue. Okay. 2 cancel the sessions on day 2. Yes, that's a shame, but life happens. Not well organized. I'm not sure how far we weren't well organized, but we'll try our best next time. Some sessions were really basic for beginners, okay. because we have a mixed level of experience. Our audience themselves are mixed level of experience. We've got beginners, we've got beginner teachers, and we've got experienced teachers. So sessions need to speak to all of these different levels of experience. I wish I could attended more sessions, wanted to attend more. Okay, we'll analyze this thoroughly and we'll take it into our consideration for next time. Suggestions, more events, more days. Suggested that the conference is offered both online and offline. That's an interesting point. Check the presenter's language, okay. Determining target audience and level of expertise are in the session description. So perhaps that's a good idea to write in the session description, this is for novice teachers or this is for experienced teachers. Something to work on. Hard copies, varying the topics. Somebody wants to go to the 5th settlement. It's here. I'm going to track you down. I'm going to find you. Inti.
Yes. I know you and I will find you.
Okay, we're going to analyze this and we promise we're going to take it into consideration. Mohammed,
yeah, before I wind up the whole conference, and thank you all, I just want to emphasize one point that was mentioned in the conference, which was the art of giving feedback. Many of our students don't want to speak English because of a very harsh comment made by a teacher. Many students have lost their job opportunities because in the interview they were panicking because of minor mistakes. But the teacher gave them very harsh feedback. It's the art of what? Feedback. You've got to be careful with everything we say to our students, because assessment is not to hurt. Assessment is to teach students so that students can learn. It's assessment-based learning. By the way, assessment can change lives. Before I say goodbye, just a story in 30 seconds. A story of a student, the novel teacher teaching English novels. The teacher asked the students to stand up and read the novel, A Tale of Two Cities. And the student said, the major character here suffers from. And the teacher, he laughed and made everyone laugh at him. So that student was kept mute and silent. And he went back. How old was he? 11 years old. He went back home crying because of there's no art of feedback. Going home crying for his parents, and his parents brought another teacher telling him, you know what, I feel that you're very good. You're 11 and you're analyzing the character. So the teacher pointed out the strong thing within the student. The student started to feel the glimpse of hope. They started to listen, imitate, listen, and work on the pronunciation, vocabulary. That teacher stayed with him until he joined the Department of English Language and Literature. And then that student became an MA and a PhD holder because of a word of encouragement. That student is me. Thank you. I always used to stutter. I always used to mispronounce every word because of those harsh words. Now, I listen to my students with all the mistakes. I write them down. I let them gain the confidence. Look beyond the language, the ideas, critical thinking. And then maybe in person I tell them, you know what, if we look at this, it's the art. And at the end of the day, we teachers, We provide students with the human essence for a better future for our country. Thank you for coming to the conference.
لا عادي عادي